Hey, what's going on everybody? Today in this new video, I'm going to show you how you can flash a custom ROM using a custom recovery. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. I already made a video on how to flash a custom recovery. The link will be in the description as well as in the I button above. Before this video starts, I would like to say that you should back up everything that is present on your Android device. It includes all your social media sites like WhatsApp, etc. And you should take the backup of your photos, videos, etc. in case something goes wrong and we have to do a factory data reset. So first of all, you should power off your device. And after you power off, you should boot into the recovery mode. It differs from device to device, but for my device it is the power button, volume up button and the home button. We should press all of them simultaneously. So we'll press them. And when you see the logo, you should leave all the buttons. Now your device will boot into the recovery mode. You should wait for a while. Now as you can see, we have booted into the custom recovery. And now there are three things that we should do. We should first of all backup, then we should wipe, and then we should install. So we will be doing backup because we will backup the existing ROM, that may be a stock ROM or already a custom ROM. So first you should backup everything, and by default boot, system and data will be included. Boot includes the boot animation, system includes the ROM that is present on your device, and data includes all the data that is present. It does not include internal storage. That is the reason why it is showing excluding storage. So after you do that, we can also change the name. For example, here it is auto generate, but as I don't want such a long name, I'll keep it something else. So first we should clear all the characters that are present, and I'll keep it as AICP, and then click on the tick button over here. Just click that, and now you should go into the backup option. Again you should go back, and now you should select swipe to backup. You can also select the location where you want to save it. For example, I'll select where I want, and by default it is in the micro SD card format. I would suggest do it in the micro SD card, because if something goes wrong, again we have to do a factory data reset and it will remove entire data present in the internal storage. So select micro SD card, but if your device does not support a micro SD card, you can obviously do it in the internal storage, but it is a bit risky. So to be on the safer side, back it up in the micro SD card. After selecting that, click OK, and now swipe to backup. It will take a while, and now as it is backing up, I will fast forward this clip. So guys, now our backup is completed. Now we should go back. So before we do anything, either the backup or the install, make sure that you have at least 25 to 30% battery because we don't want our battery to run out of juice while we are doing the process. So now we have completed the backup, and just let me adjust the screen brightness so that it looks okay. So guys, now I think this looks better on the camera. Now we should go back. And now we have backed up our existing ROM. Now we should go into wipe, and this is the tricky part. Most of the times you should only do a swipe to factory reset, but sometimes we have to wipe the entire internal storage, Dalvik cache and data. So in my case, factory reset is enough for me. This will only wipe the data, cache and Dalvik cache, but this will not wipe the media that is present in the internal storage. It includes all your photos, videos, music, documents, etc. So we will go to swipe to factory reset. Just swipe to factory reset. Now we have even completed our wiping process. Now we should install the custom ROM. So just go to the install, and now you should navigate to the location where you have saved the custom ROM package as well as the GApps package. So custom ROM is the ROM that we are actually going to flash, which will be entirely different from our stock ROM, and GApps. This is necessary to get all the essential Google apps. In my case, I am using the Pico. This is the most minimalistic version of GApps, which includes only the Play Store. It does not include any other Google apps. I think this is the best option because if you go above Nano, it may include all the other additional apps. The highest one is Aroma, but I wouldn't recommend you doing that. You can go with the Pico or the Nano. I will leave the link for the custom ROM as well as the GApps package in the description. So in my case, I am using AICP custom ROM. AICP stands for Android Ice Cold Project. There may be other kinds of ROM, for example AOSP, AOKP, etc. But I am using the AICP. You should be aware of your device info, version and the region to which it belongs to. Mine is an LTE version which supports a SIM card. Yours may be a Wi-Fi version if you have a tablet, because most of the phones support SIM card. So be sure that you download the correct ROM package, and when it comes to GApps, you should select it according to your CPU architecture, your Android version. So my CPU architecture is ARM and my Android version is 7.1 because I know that the AICP ROM which I am going to flash is Android Nougat. So we should select the AICP ROM. Now you can add more zips and even select the GApps package. Select that and you can swipe to confirm flash, or you can do it manually after installing the ROM. So now I have selected both of them, and now I'll swipe to confirm flash. Now this will flash the custom ROM, that is the AICP ROM and the GApps package at the same time. So I will be explaining now what is a custom ROM while this process is being completed. So custom ROM is basically a pimped version of stock Android. We all know that stock Android is the most clean version of Android and it doesn't lag even after several months of usage. But whereas when it comes to other types of user interfaces which the various OEMs make, like the TouchWiz from Samsung or the others, they start lagging after a while. Though they seem colorful and sweet at the beginning, they start lagging after a while. So when we don't want lag and we want the pure Android experience for our Android device, we can flash a custom ROM. So this ROM will be linked in the description, as well as I will leave link for the XDA thread. That is the site from where I have downloaded this custom ROM. Now our ROM has completed its flashing process and now GApps is being flashed. This can take a while, so we should just be patient. guys, now the GApps has also been flashed. So now the thing which we have to do is wipe cache and dalvik. This is just a safety measure. So just swipe to wipe. And now that is done, we should reboot our system. Hit on the reboot system option over here. Now this may ask you for installing the TWRp app. You can obviously download it later on, but now I don't want it, so I'll hit on the do not install option. Now our device will boot into the custom recovery. Now we have to just wait, and sometimes it may be showing something as kernel is not SE Android enforcing. There is nothing like that because it won't interrupt our process. And now we will have the new boot animation. This may take up a while because we are freshly booting into a new ROM. It may take as long as 2 to 5 minutes, so don't panic, don't worry. But even if after 10 minutes it does not boot, it means that something wrong has happened, and wait till your phone's battery is dead, or if you are lucky enough, remove the phone's removable battery, which some of the phones have these days. Remove that and again keep it, go to the TWRp recovery and follow the steps as I have said. So now the new boot animation may take up some while for me, so we have to just wait. Though I love the new boot animation. So guys, finally we have flashed the custom ROM. Now we have to go through the entire setup. This setup may look a bit different because this is the stock Android setup screen. So my region is India, that is my country, and I'll go with English and I'll click let's go. Now here it is showing my device model number and I'll set up it as fresh. Now I'll connect to my Wi-Fi. So I have connected and now it is checking for updates. So sometimes we know that some ROMs are official whereas some are unofficial. Unofficial ROMs do not get any updates, but as this AICP ROM for my device is the official one, I may get updates in the future. But I'm sure that unofficial ROMs won't get any updates because they are not officially supported by the ROM developer. Now it is asking my Gmail account. I'll give my account. And now just you have to hit on I agree. Now it will ask you for some Google services, just hit agree. Now again all set. This may take up a while. So now we have booted into the new ROM and it will look like stock Android. Now as you know that Samsung devices have their TouchWiz UI, which is entirely different and they are bloated. But just let me adjust my brightness. Yeah. So now as you can see, we even have the Play Store and we have all the essential apps. We don't have any bloatware. Just we have the audio effects, Dolby Atmos, etc. And as you can see, we don't have any bloatware. Now just we'll have a look at our Android version. So go into settings. I just love the new ROM. It is like pure Android. So as you can see, my Android version is 7.1.1. That is Android Nougat. So even though my device did not officially get a Nougat update, I have flashed a custom ROM which is based on Android Nougat. I hope I'll also get the Android Oreo update as it is out in the market. So I will also show you a build number, etc. kernel version, build date. Now let us look at our storage. So now we have used about 3.99 GB out of 14.64 GB. I remember that when I was using TouchWiz, that was the stock ROM which came with this device, I was having only about, I guess, 9 to 8 gigabytes of free space. But now we almost have 11 to 10.5 gigabytes. And I'm sure that this will be pretty smooth because this is stock Android. So now if you're asking what is stock ROM, it is the already provided software by your OEM, which may be Samsung, HTC, Sony, Lenovo, etc. onto your device. So now that is our storage conditions, and we don't have any other bloatware. I'll also be making a video on what do I feel about this ROM very soon, so stay tuned. So guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you like this video, and if you're a beginner and you don't know how to flash any custom ROM, I hope this video helped you. And as always, I'm Laksha and I'm signing out. Peace.